Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we're continuing Genshin Impact. Before we get started, I have two things I want to say. First of all, I want to say a huge thank you to all of you guys for all the love and support in my last video. You guys don't know how nervous I was about posting that. I have a thingy on the roof. Anyway. Thank you so much for all that support. It really means a lot to me. And second, I've been doing some stuff off camera. Like, a lot of stuff. Now, don't get me wrong, I still have a huge backlog of stuff to catch up on. But I've been doing a lot. First of all, maybe we should talk about who's in my party right now. I've been building Raiden Shogun. And I also have Yelan in my party. I have been focusing building Raiden Shogun, but I've been building Yelan a little bit here and there as well. Yelan and Raiden Shogun are definitely still, I would consider them too weak to be in my party. But I want to kind of play around and see if we could already make it work. I'm obviously going to be continuing the building process, but you know, this is as far as we are right now.
All the world holds dear is but a backdrop of constant motion. I stand before it, alone and unchanging.
Huh. Alright, anyways. Another thing that I've been doing is world quests, which, if you look at my journal here, you can't probably really tell that I've done anything in here, but I swear to God I have. It's just one of those things where I do one quest and I pick up another one and the list doesn't get shorter, but I've been doing stuff. And the thing that I'm currently doing is this one, Through the Mist. So this is actually really interesting. I've been loving this. It's the one that's set in here, and you kind of have to go through the fog to find the trees and the feathers and the puzzles, and yeah, I'm still working on this. This is a lot of fun. I've been having a lot of fun here. So yeah, that's kind of what I've been doing, and yeah, I still have a lot of stuff to do, but I'm working on it. And for today, though, shall we go back to story quests? I know, oh my god, I want to say this also. You guys have been in the comments like, oh, Fontaine is so close yet so far away because, you know, I'm not moving forward in the main story. I get that, I really do. And you guys don't know how much I am actually looking forward to getting there as well. But I'm kind of in this mood right now, and it's not just with Genshin, it's with, I feel like in my life in general, I feel like there's just so much going on right now, and I feel so behind on everything that I do that I just kind of want to stop making progress for a while and do a little bit of catching up. So that definitely is affecting how I feel about Genshin right now as well. I'm definitely feeling like before I move forward and unlock all of these new things that come onto my plate, how about I take some time to catch up on where I am right now? So clearing the table, so to speak. So that is why I'm really vibing with doing all of the story quests right now. I'm not saying that I'm not going to move forward until everything's done, but for now, a little bit, I do want to do it this way. And yeah, we have Albedo next, who, I don't know how much I've met him in the game. I do know that I did see him in the event that we had with the cats. So yeah, shall we do this? The Rumored Alchemist. Where is this? Oh my god, this takes me to Monster. Oh, fishing! We're not doing that yet. We still need to talk about one thing. I did it. I did the fishing. I did the fishing. I got the catch. And I've leveled it up to level 80 already. So when I say I've been working on this game, building characters and stuff, I really have. The weapon is now at level 80. I cannot enhance it further until I increase my adventure rank, which I'm not ready to do that yet. I'm still working on building characters. But one thing that I can still do is refine that, because you can see that right now it's refinement rank 1. And yeah, I'm currently working on more fishing to get that refined, so we're working on it. Now I think we can start. All right. So what I was about to say, I love that we're gonna go back to Mondstadt. I love that there's actually a quest for us to do in here that feels so nostalgic. Sucrose? Hi! I mean, Alchemist, that made sense.
Huh? Looks like Timaeus isn't here today.
Hi!
Wait, are these two... Oh, hello, Traveler in Paimon. Pardon me, are you looking for Timaeus?
Oh, she's been in my party forever.
No, just strange for him to not be around. Paimon always sees him standing here.
I see. He was called away by Albedo a little while ago. I was called over to attend to the store. If you need any help, just call my name. If not, I'll be reading a book over there.
Thanks. No worries. We're all clued up on the basics of alchemy, aren't we?
No need to trouble you.
I guess it's no surprise coming from the one who repelled Storm Terror. Actually, since it's you, I bet you're someone who'd be able to help Albedo.
Oh?
There's that name again. Albedo. You and Timaeus mentioned him the last time we met, right? Is he also an alchemist in Mondstadt?
Wait, I haven't met him? So when I met him in the cat event, that was the first time I met him? Quite possible. I think I might have heard of him.
Apologies. I never introduced him. Albedo is the Knights of Favonia's chief alchemist. He's also Timaeus and my teacher.
But Paimon's only ever seen Timaeus teaching alchemy. So that means Albedo is a teacher?
Teacher.
Yes. He's dedicated himself to investigating the truth of this world, and has made many an important breakthrough. We often get alchemists coming to Mondstadt from all over Teyvat, seeking his help. They say that the subtlest of guidance from Mr. Albedo helps him to solve the most unfathomable of problems.
Wow! Paimon didn't know he was such a big deal.
Still, it seems that he's encountered a problem in his research recently. Every time I see him, he has a concerned look on his face.
Not sure someone as smart as him could use my help. My knowledge of alchemy stops at basic crafting.
I'm sure that Albedo would love to hear about your incredible exploits. I know it would bring him lots of new inspiration.
I mean, I am a level 90 alchemist. In FF14, though, does that count?
Albedo is a true gentleman. He'll be sure to pay you back in equal measure for helping him out.
Can he make me stronger? Can he make Paimon stronger?
Paimon doesn't need any help in that department.
No?
But if Albedo wants to pay Paimon back for helping him, a few more might settle the score.
Wait, didn't we have a quest somewhere where Paimon was like, why doesn't Paimon get any new cool abilities? Paimon doesn't need any help in that department. We're gonna remember that the next time she complains about that.
Albedo and Timaeus will be conducting research in the mountains right now. I'd love to take you both to see him, but somebody has to attend to the store. I'm afraid you'll have to go to the entrance to the pass and look for him by yourselves. Look out for a refined gentleman with the presence of a true scholar. And... sorry. That's the best I can do. You'll have to do your best.
I'll try.
Hey, stop worrying. We got this.
We got this. We so got this. I don't know.
Sucrose is a whole lot less nervous when she gets talking about alchemy and research, huh? Is that what all researchers are like?
Which should I choose?
Anyway, let's go and look for Albedo.
Did she say anything else?
My apologies. I don't really know how else to describe him. If I could sketch you his portrait, I would. But my pencil strokes are no match for his.
Cute. She's adorable. What was I gonna say? See, I got interrupted and then I lost my thought. There was something I was gonna say. Maybe it'll come back to me. Entrance of Dragon's Back. Please don't tell me that this is gonna take me to the mountains. Anything but the mountains. No. Don't you dare look in that direction. Oh, right, now I remember.
Sister Rosaria! So here you are! Choir practice is about to...
Oh, hi. Now I remember what I was going to say, so I'm going to say it now before I forget again. So, my current party, because of Yelan and Raiden Shogun, they're not quite at the same level as my other party members. I think I'm going to be fine if we're just facing off, like, random world trash mobs. But if we're heading into a boss fight, I'm going to be screwed. So I don't know if I should change my party. Anyway. Hi, Barbara. I love you.
I've told you already, I don't go in for that kind of thing. I've got more important matters to attend to.
Oh, but this event has commemorative significance. The church hopes that all sisters will be present.
Hopes? That's odd, because I don't recall a fulfill the hopes of others clause in my job description.
I mean, sure, but...
But what? You're the event organizer, aren't you? Do you not find it the least bit odd?
What do you mean?
This far out from Mondstadt at this hour? Even if you set out right now, I'll wager you'd still miss the opening ceremony. Who knows? Maybe this is someone's grand plan to make a fool out of you.
Huh? Well, that can't be. People aren't like that.
Some people are.
Evidence decides what people are like, not your feelings. Maybe you're a little too trusting of other people. Don't fret, nobody's gonna blame you if you go back empty-handed. I can't imagine anyone else was delusional enough to think I was gonna show up. But if you dally any longer, you really won't make it.
You're right. It's a very important commemorative event. If I'm late, then... right, I've gotta get going.
But we've got the teleport thingies. No worries.
Seems like that sister's an expert in making people believe anything she wants.
I thought I heard something. Who are you and why are you eavesdropping?
Is this the first time meeting her? Oh, see, this is why I want to do things in order. It confuses my brain because now I'm like, wait, have I really not officially met her before? I mean, obviously she was in the cat event as well. But before that, I have her. Oh, I really can't remember. Like, we see these characters so many times in like banners, in the whole story quest lineup, maybe in like some random event like that. And then I'm like, wait, have I officially met this character yet in game or not? And I can't remember.
We'd better watch out. She seems like a dangerous villain, or a trickster at best.
Oh, really? I'm a member of the long-standing Favonius Church. You're an eavesdropping pixie from who knows where. And you think I'm the trickster?
Wait, she heard that? Paimon was whispering so quietly.
Paimon has never been quiet. No offense. Definitely not into the newer content.
And as for this Outlander you seem to be following... So it's you. The honorary knight that saved us from Storm Terror. Well then, given your status, I won't press you on your reasons for eavesdropping. Otherwise, depending on your answer, I could have arrested you on the spot.
I don't know what it is, but the way that these dialogues are recorded, these voices, it's very ASMR. Like, I can't explain why it sounds like that, but there's something in the way, I don't know. It's not about their voice necessarily, it's more about the way it's recorded. So I think it's a microphone and setting, like physical setting, more than the actual voice, but there's something very ASMR-y about it.
What? Do the Sisters of Mondstadt have the authority to arrest people now?
Although Paimon is not very ASMR-y. That's an exception.
We can't go turning a blind eye to hidden dangers, can we? Why shouldn't sisters have a sense of justice?
That doesn't sound right. But Paimon can't think of a good comeback.
Let's talk about you. What are you doing in the mountains?
We're looking for Albedo. We're investigating the truth of this world.
But you're only a traveler. I doubt you have any great skill in alchemy. Whatever. I had a notion of who you were seeking.
Again, in FF14, I'm a level 90 alchemist. Dude, I'm a professional.
If it's him you're after, I made a point of noting his tracks. Many people have made their way up after the snowstorm. Let's hope they're still there.
So, are you also looking for him?
No, this is just a professional habit of mine. I sensed elemental traces in these tracks. Never hurts to be vigilant.
As far as sisters go, you're fairly mysterious. You're more like a detective.
I couldn't care what you think. Come on then. I'd like to see what he's up to anyway.
Rosaria said there were elemental traces in the tracks. They should show up pretty clearly with elemental sight.
I think I would feel a little bit better right now if we... because Yelan really is so far behind from everyone else. If we exchange that to Sean.
Just sharpen my spear.
I have a lot of different elements here. But I do have to say, having Yelan there actually creates a party that I actually really, really like a lot. Like, I've had a lot of fun with that, but I think Yelan is just not quite there yet. Neither is Raiden Shogun, but at least she's closer. And I have an ice character in an icy area. That doesn't really make sense, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I can do this. This area stresses me out. I have mentioned... Oh, no. I have mentioned before that nothing stresses me out more than a clock or any kind of timer situation, so this kind of is the reason why this area stresses me out, because it kind of feels like you're on a timer in a way. But we can do this. I can so do this. I can so do this. Can I get through this? Can I climb? There we go. Alright, let's heat up a little bit. Where do we need to go? Hang on. Let's find the fire. Let me figure out how I'm supposed to do this. Tracks. Oh, I see, tracks. Okay, that kind of a track. I just wanted to see what kind of a thing I'm looking for. Okay. Alright. And in that direction? Are those gonna get triggered? I'm not doing unnecessary
You
fights
know,
if I
little
don't have to.
Pixie, your ability to appear and disappear at will is very interesting.
Yeah?
After committing a crime, you'd be able to leave the scene without a trace.
You're so suspicious. What is... It's getting colder and colder. Rosaria, aren't you freezing?
Me? I'm all right. I got used to operating in
Isn't
adverse
this-
conditions a long time ago.
Oh, yes.
Huh?
Forgot
Seems
about that.
like there's more to being a sister in the Favonius Church than Paimon realized.
Alright, I'm starting to remember how to handle the body temperature here. Oh my god. My neck is getting tense. Ooh, I can see the footprints even when I'm not using the elemental skill. That's kind of cool. Or the sight. We don't have to. Ooh.
Is that Albedo? Why would he hang around a place like this?
We have Hilichurls dancing to a glowy thing, and Albedo is painting that? Okay.
The word on the street is he loves painting. He'll hang around anywhere for a good landscape. The views and scenery here are pretty good. Potential paintings everywhere you look.
But it's cold.
But can't he see those Hilichurls? Isn't he in danger?
I think we're in danger.
Uh-oh.
Hang on. How do I do this?
Let's take them out of the picture first.
Oh, yes. I love that combination.
Who are you? Why did you alarm them?
I love having the combination of Ayaka and Raiden Shogun in my party. That combination is just chef's kiss.
Thank the gods I'd already completed my painting. Would have been a shame to leave these particular Hilichurls unfinished.
You were painting Hilichurls?
What's up with painting Hilichurls? What makes them so interesting?
I'm afraid the answer isn't easy to explain. If you'd like to have a look at my painting, it may give you a clue.
Wait, Hilichurls have bunny ears? I've never noticed. Do they really? Or did he just draw them like that? Oh, now I'm so confused.
Wow, look at the detail! But some of it seems to have been done in a hurry.
You can find these Hilichurls anywhere. Quite boring, in fact. Not worth closer inspection. But take a look at this specimen. The build, the coat, and there's a distinct force at work here. In the cyclical lives of such primitive communities, such unique attributes are an indication of evolution at work. Evolution, the transition from nothing into existence, from the known to the
Hold your horses. Ugh, something tells me we're in for a thesis and I haven't got the stamina.
And I haven't got the clothes.
We found your man. I'm headed back.
Well, bye.
What? Don't you have any questions for him? Hey! What a weirdo.
So Sister Rosaria brought you. Surprising. And I didn't have time to thank her. But back to the point. From her words, it seems that you were looking for me?
Mm-hmm. We met a girl in Mondstadt, Sucrose. She said you were stuck with your research.
We met a girl in Mondstadt? Wait, have we not met Sucrose yet? This just seems so odd.
I see. So Sucrose sent you here. Then, if I'm not mistaken, you must be the honorary knight. You've got the whole of Mondstadt talking. I've heard a bit of everything. Your actions during Storm Terror's attack, your elemental control, and quite a few other mysterious things. I'll skip to the conclusion. There's only one possibility after all. You came from afar. From another world, correct?
You are worthy of your scholarly reputation.
Excellent. If I could procure your assistance, I think my research would benefit enormously.
Your research?
Forgive me. This must be confusing.
A little bit.
Where should I begin? The essence of life?
How about before you give me a long monologue, we go somewhere that's a little bit warmer?
Whoa. You want to start with that?
You're right. Giving a demonstration would be better than trying to explain. For example, awakening life. breathing new life into fallen leaves.
You can do that?
Alchemy really is miraculous. Alchemy really is useful. Miraculous.
However, I have a particular seed in my possession. The method I'm talking about has produced no results. It's like you, in that it hails from another world. Helping it to grow, to bloom. That's the problem my research is up against. That's where I need your assistance.
Well, if you're struggling to figure it out, Paimon's not sure we're gonna be much assistance.
We're gonna do gardening.
I beg to differ. I'm unable to comprehend the intricacies of life outside of the known world. But you're not from the known world. By observing and researching you, I may just be able to find a way to get the seed to sprout.
So I'm an object of research?
Shall we just get out of here? This sounds a little freaky.
Is there any danger? What's in it for me? I don't really care what's in it for me. Is there any danger?
It's possible. But I will do everything in my control to ensure your safety.
Sure.
Time for a change of surroundings. We should be going. There's research to do.
Yes. No.
Albedo and that traveler seem to have hit it off. Takes a weirdo to know one, I guess. I wonder, does this constitute a risk to Mondstadt?
How about we go here? Warm up a little bit. Ah, feel better. See, I think it would be fair if you're an ice character that you would be immune to the effects of this place. I'm sorry, that would just be fair.
Paimon has a question. After the seed sprouts, will it grow into anything?
What do you think, Paimon?
I don't know. But I feel the importance will lie in the method, not the endpoint. Using alchemy to awaken otherworldly life into that would constitute a big leap in my understanding of the essence of life. After awakening, even creation may be possible. Still a little difficult to understand?
No, Paimon's got a brain. But what's the seed gonna become? Isn't that more interesting than whatever it was you were saying?
Paimon's got a brain. That's what I want to know.
Well, if it turns out to be a delicious fruit, dinner's on me.
Okay.
Hey! Paimon's holding you to it.
You sure know how to keep Paimon on board.
Well, let's just say I, occasionally have to look after a child. Another lengthy explanation, I'm afraid. I suppose it's one of the few non-alchemy related disciplines I'm any good at.
Comparing Paimon to a child. Yep, that checks out.
The subject of my first research was the elements. In this world, manipulating the elements requires a vision. Though I can't see anything resembling one on your person, how you're able to freely manipulate elemental power is something I'd like to ascertain. I've got a few questions in that regard. Firstly, do you have any extra organs? A second heart? A fourth stomach?
Ew.
Things of that nature.
Not that I'm aware of.
Fascinating. And this floating child is connected to your body in some way?
No.
What a stupid question. Can't you see the gap between us? And another thing, it's Paimon, not floating child.
I was merely considering the possibility that you were an external organ. Perhaps there is some invisible force connecting you.
I met Paimon on my travels. I caught Paimon with a fishing rod.
Oh, that rules out that possibility. I wonder, did Paimon guide the elemental power to you?
Sort of.
But that would mean that Paimon's elemental power would be enough to break through a mountain rock at least 10 meters thick, or cause the waterfall south of Springville to flow backwards. No, that definitely can't be it.
Hey, how would you know anyway?
In that case, it would appear that there's no obvious difference between the composition of your body and that of the humans in this world. Given that there's clearly a discrepancy in their research, it seems that only experimentation will yield the answers. Firstly, this mysterious elemental power. I'd like to examine exactly how it manifests externally.
You want me to fight?
Let me lure a few slimes to the area. Perhaps you'd be able to defeat them, using whatever method comes most naturally to you.
Do I have to play as her?
Huh? Doesn't seem very sciencey.
Direct and clear observation are imperative to a good experiment. This is just a simple exercise. Naturally, if you require a greater challenge, we could bring in 6 Oceanids.
I'm good.
Slimes! Slimes are fine.
I don't follow. This seems like a hassle. As long as I'm not being battered around by a Hydro Mimics.
Well, prepare yourself. The slimes will be here any moment.
There's no escape. Torn to oblivion.
I have ice characters. Oh no, I have fire. I have very little fire though.
Let the show begin.
Ah, I can't do that. This is not gonna hurt them. I mean, it's gonna break the... It's gonna do something. Yeah, I see. I don't really have stuff against... I need someone with more firepower. Can I get... There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Yes! Firepower! Love it!
Great work. Did you feel anything out of the ordinary?
I want to build someone who has like continuous firepower. Like someone whose main attack is fire.
If you're injured, I have a few emergency potions ready.
Just a bit cold.
Excellent. According to my observations, the manifestation of the external elemental flow is as expected. Elemental reactions are normal. There's nothing out of the ordinary. Now that we know that the external flow is manifesting normally, let's test the internal flow.
Internal flow? How do you test that?
It's very simple. I can use alchemy to create a potion that will extract elemental power. If the elemental power is stored or accumulated physically within your body, this potion may elicit an elemental reaction.
Will it make my stomach swirl? Will it crystallize in my stomach?
Sounds kinda terrifying.
Don't worry. In the normal course of events, you'd feel some temporary queasiness. No bodily injury.
And in the abnormal course of events?
If anything unexpected occurs, I've made the necessary preparations. Try not to worry.
That's not hugely reassuring.
Well, it's not that there aren't any risks involved. But if there is anything blocking your elemental flow, we'll be able to locate it with this test. Just a warning. If an internal elemental reaction occurs for any other reason, that's a bad sign.
This is like a health checkup.
Yes, that's an excellent way to think about it. Before we get started, the potion we'll use for the test is missing a catalyst. We'll need to find it. It's a type of ore known as star silver, but unfortunately not all of it is suitable. I'll take you to my campsite. We can gather some star silver ore on the way. I'll point out any likely contenders. All going to plan, we should be able to begin concocting the potion when we get to the campsite.
Paimon's still got a few safety concerns, but it seems like there's a silver lining. Let's keep our eyes open.
Oh boy. I'm a little nervous about the fact that we are in this area. Thank you. Wait. Oh!
Here. Should do for catalyst purposes.
Meow. Dun, dun.
There's no escape.
I mean, yes, that too. Where did the thing go?
This
Oh,
one.
there it is.
Usable with a bit of polish.
She'll treasure this good fortune.
I need fire.
What luck. This should be enough. My
This should
campsite
be-
is just up ahead. I'll lead the way.
I see a thing in there. Alright. Oh, yes.
This is my campsite. I've added the materials we collected to the concoction. While we are waiting, have a look over here. My assistant Timaeus here is helping me with my research. I'm guessing you may have met in Mondstadt already.
Yes.
Hello! I've just gotten hold of the data from your experiment. The report is already up on the board there.
Whoa! Look at all the data! You got all these results from one slime battle?
I wouldn't call them results, inferences, and a few daring guesses perhaps. I think the most rational direction would be to expound on the phylogenetic relationship between this traveler and the slimes.
Rational?
Consider, you don't have a vision, but you can manipulate elemental energy. The slimes don't have visions either, yet they too are able to manipulate the elements.
You're comparing me to slimes?
Following this line of thought, I'm sure we'll be able to establish a basis in fact.
Not bad for a point of entry. But strictly speaking, slimes are elemental life forms. In other words, beings consisting entirely of the elements. A cryoregis vine, or even a whopperflower might be a better analogy. But tracing back the phylogenetic relationships between plants and animals, you might have to trace back to the world's origins. In that sense, things might get difficult, don't you think?
Yes, sir. That sounds correct.
After all, we've got our primary data already. This traveler is a visitor from another world. If it turned out that she did have a phylogenetic relationship with this world. Now that really would be something, wouldn't it?
Ah, it would. Apologies. I was so excited to get the data. I'll slow down a bit next time. Speaking of data, to complete our research, we'll need some more. I'll be conducting analysis here for the time being. If you're keen for an update, just come and find me.
Great, I'll leave you to it.
Ooh.
Looks like the potion's ready. I'll try a little first. If all goes well, I'll hand it over to you. In line with my expectations. Ready to drink. Remember to keep calm at all times, and breathe deeply if you feel unwell.
I see the item, but I want to talk to you.
I've
first.
just tried some. It's in line with my expectations. Remember to keep calm at all times,
Oh,
I'll be
it's his
noting
name.
down all observable results and data points.
Okay. Experimental potion. Ooh. Investigate. Thank you. Sure. Drink the potion. Experimental potion. A potion that Albedo made using alchemy. Despite its unusual color, Albedo insists that the potion will work just as expected. Drinking it should not cause any adverse side effects.
Tasty? You've got a funny look on your face.
It's burning a bit. Oh, that's why I was burning. I noticed that. It's burning a
You
bit.
said you tried some already. You sure it was ready? What's happened to her?
Oh, this was the result I was expecting. And a very positive one at that.
Oh?
This potion channels elemental power into the body. Under normal circumstances, a repelling reaction is to be expected. But if the internal elemental flow is unimpeded, you'll only experience momentary discomfort. Once the flow is complete, there won't be any other effects.
So you knew you'd be sick and still drink some?
It was my own concoction, of course. Only natural for me to be the guinea pig.
Out of consideration for the test subject?
But of course, you're my assistant. By all sense and reason, it would be wrong of me to place that risk onto you. In conclusion, I'd say we have our conclusion. As far as elemental energy is concerned, you're no different from anyone else in this world. Nothing peculiar.
Aw, Paimon wanted something cooler to happen.
No.
Then again, better an ordinary result than a peculiar result. Peculiar results have a tendency to be of the undesirable variety.
I feel like you're referring to something in particular.
The good thing about ordinary is that everything is an object of reference, and everyone understands you. People are the same. They can understand, empathize, encourage, and support one another. When you're sick, a doctor can diagnose you because they are you. When something goes wrong, you can ask people who've made the same mistake for their experience because you are them. But a peculiar person, they don't have much recourse for the things we take for granted. The essence of their life is fundamentally different. For example, a human can't understand the life of a pyroregisvine or an eye of the storm. Have I explained it clearly enough?
I think I'm getting it. Still seems like there's another layer of meaning to your words.
To sum up, this has been a positive outcome. Going forward, you can use your elemental power without fear. Timaeus, the results of the new experiment are out. If you could see to collating them.
Just a moment, sir. I'll handle it. Oh, you gave me a lot to consider. Really stretched my limits. I'm thinking a lot clearer now. Having you down as an animal wasn't very precise of me, but starting with the premise of an elemental life form, now that was...
Not bad. I think it's an interesting line of inquiry. Whatever the truth of the matter, I'd like your research at the fore as opposed to my judgment.
You can count on me, sir. I'll extract a result satisfactory to all.
Is he trying to join the Knights? He's starting to sound like a suck-up. What Paimon meant to say was, that's the spirit? Mr. Albedo, say something.
Before we can proceed with our research, I need to prepare something. Wait one moment. If you're interested, why not have a look around? It may help to pass the time.
Observe. A shelf packed with books and potions. Looks like the owner has a habit of reading and researching potions simultaneously. A board with some incomprehensible experimental reports stuck onto it. Still, you can tell that progress is being made on those experiments. Looks like an alchemy work table. Some potions and other apparatus are laid out here. Are these what Albedo uses to investigate the world? It wouldn't hurt to touch it, would it?
Here comes Albedo! Let's go see him!
Thank you. I saw a shiny.
I'm back. Did you see anything interesting?
Your things aren't very organized.
Agreed. I'd love to find a moment to put them all in order. Still, experiments come first. Well, on with the research. There may be significant differences between different worlds. Take Tevat, for example. Here, those with visions can manipulate the elements, but worlds may well exist where only one person is able to do so. Or even everyone. So, leaving elements to one side. Do you possess any unique abilities? Ones that don't exist in this world? I think answering this question calls for the same methodology as last time. In other words, time for the next experiment.
Am I battling slimes again?
No. You shan't be required to exert quite so much effort this time around.
No?
Now, see this pillar here? Use your willpower to try and break it.
Sorry, I just can't do it. Paimon, you give it a shot.
You think Paimon knows how to do that stuff?
That was your best effort? Well, can't be helped, I suppose. Have you tried using your elemental power with food? I don't mean for cooking as such. Rather, channeling your power into the ingredients themselves.
What?
I'm curious to see how the taste and texture respond. It may even help with proliferation.
Alchemists certainly have active imaginations.
I suppose I have a curiosity for things that others find surprising. Anyway, why don't you cook us up a sunshine sprat? I've just finished preparing the recipe.
Cooking? Paimon was looking forward to more mad scientist stuff.
Am I gonna get the ingredients as well?
Not only is this recipe a staple for me, it's also worth experimenting with and highly nutritious.
Paimon bets you're just hungry. It does sound yummy, though. Okay, Paimon approves.
I'll save you a fin or two.
Good buddies are always on the same page.
Look how happy she is.
I'll leave you to it then. Looking forward to the results. If there's anything left over, maybe Timaeus can finish the last morsels.
Paimon doesn't think we'll have that problem.
Just as long as I have the
Paimon gonna
ingredients.
channel elemental power into the food. Maybe try the willpower thing again. Where does it get these ideas from anyway? Let's just do it the old-fashioned way.
Alright, I didn't want to cut off the dialogue. Alright, so recipe here. Sunshine Sprat. How does one cook that kind of a food? Sunshine Sprat. Oh, I have everything I need. Here we go. I did it.
That was fast. Looking forward to testing the results.
Here, I cooked for you.
An average outcome experimentally, but you've really brought out the flavor. You seem well versed in the science of gastronomy.
Well, I've had Sean Ling in my party for God knows how long. You kind of pick up a few things.
As far as the proliferation hypothesis is concerned, we've come up short. Seems like food presents the same headaches in your world as it does ours. Unless... could it be that the natural laws of this world are limiting your unique abilities?
We just didn't know how to channel elemental power into the food. It's a little more complicated than adding herbs and spices, you know.
Not to worry. At least we put some food to good use. No need to feel disheartened. And here's your portion. Enjoy. I can box it up if you like.
Woohoo! Thanks! you were paying attention.
You're Paimon's new favorite.
I can tell that you're good friends. Paimon was keeping an eye on you and your safety during the whole experiment. Not that Paimon would have been able to do much if things had gone wrong. But anyway.
It's the thought that counts.
Hey! You were being nice a second ago, but you do have tasty recipes, so Paimon forgives you. And you're right, we are good friends. You have good friends too, right? Good students?
Yes. I'm fortunate too, I suppose. Anyway, moving on to the next experiment.
I'm scared.
There are all manner of alchemical items here. Keeping them in their proper place is a challenge at the best of times. A while ago, I had the misfortune of misplacing a batch. I managed to retrieve the majority, but 2 vials have been evading me. Animal crystal fly elemental extract and electrohypostasis powder.
Paimon's barely finished eating and you want us to go gathering again?
Don't worry if you can't locate them. I was planning to replace them anyway. Though finding them would save me the hassle. If you had, say, a superpower, like night vision or vibratory sensing, lost property would be a thing of the past. I must have dropped them somewhere in the area where you were looking just now.
So, guess we'd better take a look.
There should be some elemental traces on the lost items.
Oh yeah! You could use elemental sight!
Got it. Will do, boss. Ooh. Oh, it's in the camp? Oh, yes.
This must be electrohypostasis powder.
Ooh.
The extract of an animo crystal fly can only be animo elemental energy, right? This has gotta be it. Still in one piece. Good thing the vial's so strong.
Goodness, you managed to find them. Incredible. 1,000 thanks. I'm wondering, this elemental sight, this is what allowed you to locate the items and find me here on the mountains, correct?
Yep. Guess it does sort of count as a superpower, huh?
Unfortunately, though elemental sight is seldom seen, it is not unheard of in Teyvat. Only a never-before-seen otherworldly power would be of benefit to my research.
You mean, we failed again?
Don't be disheartened. This falls entirely within my expectations. Besides, getting these items back, I'd call this a very worthwhile experiment. I have to commend your deduction that the items would contain elemental traces. Right then. Up until now, our research has focused on your otherworldly identity. Our research on your identity as one of us is just beginning.
With you to the end. How do I get off this train? With you to the
In
end.
essence, the differences between humans are reflected in our intellectual and physical capabilities. Let's start with physical. Looking out from where we're standing, can you see what Sucrose is doing?
No.
And if you jumped from here and landed on that cliff, the one over there, could you see her then?
Nope.
So what about if you planted a single blow on the mountain face here, and it burst into 1,000,000 fragments? Then could you see her?
Sounds like we're still on the superpower test.
Then I shouldn't get too excited. Still, we'll gain a more thorough understanding with an experiment. I know of a location that will be perfect for a physical test. Please, follow me.
Yeah. I see. There it is. Got him.
You want us to jump? From up here?
Not necessarily. Not if you know of a better method, that is.
We'd better have a better method.
Whichever method you choose, the experiment will end when you reach the opposite shore of the lake.
Gliding it is.
I will factor the time expended and your top speed into my comparative analysis.
Here's the thing though. I take my sweet ass time with stuff. I don't do stuff fast.
The opposite side of the lake. So, we're gonna be swimming?
No.
Without limitations, we complete tasks intuitively, using the method that seems most rational to us.
Gliding.
Some of us would be unable to stand the icy waters. Others might find the whole thing rather refreshing. No matter what choice you make, it's all a part of the experiment. For me, every detail is invaluable to the research.
Less stressful than the superpower part, as long as it's not time.
Then if you would, please. I eagerly await the results.
Also, I heard a noise here. There should be a thingy near here. I would love to catch
Wait a
that
minute.
while I'm here.
While
Ah!
we're busy
God dang it!
testing, what exactly are you gonna be doing?
Me? Recording data, responding to risks,
There we go.
providing emotional support.
So, if we do decide to go swimming, you gonna dive in with us?
No,
Oh god.
unless you're thinking of conducting competitive research?
Ooh.
Oh! Forget Paimon said anything.
Oh god. Oh god, I can't do that here. That's mean. Wait. Oh, that's what I need to do. Let me warm up because I got cold. And also,
Protect us.
I need health. Thank you.
Great work. I've never seen a performance quite like it.
Thank you.
Your reputation precedes you, traveler. The data shows that you're easily outperforming the average citizen in Mondstadt.
But you followed us the whole way without breaking a sweat!
Me? Actually, I used alchemy to cheat a little. But anyway, if it turns out that the natural laws of Tavad do not affect you, I should be able to make various inferences about the otherworldly civilization you belong to.
As much as I dislike the timed aspect of the whole Dragon Spine area, it is gorgeous. It is so beautiful.
If the natural laws of Tavad do affect you, then I shall be able to make inferences into the kind of evolution that would occur under the absence of such effects. The innumerable possibilities that this could present, the captivating insights, it would be something to savor again and again.
But how does this help your research?
You've helped me to unravel many of the problems that were holding it back. When we return to the campsite, I should be able to show you something interesting.
What else have you researched this thoroughly?
I may be about to make some analogies between you and a few unusual specimens. I hope you won't be offended. Gold, petrified trees, a sun 8 times the size of our own. The essence of the investigative process is enthralling, but such feelings are inevitably fleeting in nature. I'm willing to pour all my energy into research, and yet specimens are finite. As the unknown transitions into the realm of scientific understanding, the feeling of enlightenment is lost. All these things that start out as objects of fascination end up possessing the prosaic mundanity of a sunsetia or a sweet flower. They cease to be noteworthy.
Oh, so that's why you wanted to paint those hilly turtles? Because you got to see something new and interesting in the differences between them?
Precisely. To quote my exact words from earlier, these creatures are, for the most part, quite boring, not worth closer inspection. There is precious little about them that serves to pique my curiosity now.
So after all these experiments, are we gonna be, like, boring to you? Like some basic draft of a sketch?
Of course not. You have been of great assistance to me, and I will remember this friendship for a lifetime. Now, before we head back to the campsite, there's one more experiment. Intelligence.
A puzzle?
Follow me. There are some other ruins nearby.
Whenever I hear the word ruins in this game, I get scared. Did it say final? Wait, there's still one that I haven't gotten? Can I pop out from here and then kind of go here? Or is it going to be easier to go here and then is there a path here somehow? Or I could go here and try to get through this. That would actually make a lot of sense. Kind of depends on where this takes us. Let's see. Oh, I don't think this is gonna work. Those are gonna come alive. Ooh, I could go collect that one though. I am getting distracted. It's okay. Why do I feel like I'm not gonna be able to jump to that? Oh, I am. Nice. Alright. I feel like I'm gonna die this route. Whoa! What the heck is that? Oh, there's one of those things in there as well. I am gonna start getting hurt soon. Let's grab you. Thank you. And continue. I'm gonna start getting hurt. I know. I know. I know. I'm trying. I really am trying here. I'll be okay. I'll be okay. I will be okay. I see a thingy down there. Let me grab it. Not grab, but you know. Ah, see, everything's fine. Everything's under control. Wait, there was a way there? Well, I mean, I got two thingies by going this way. I feel like this would have been the easiest route. But now it seems like if I just follow the coast here, I should be fine.
I only wish life could be as leisurely as this a little more often.
But can I ignore these
How greedy
guys?
of me.
Ooh, there's a little friend in here. Where did they go? Oh, you want to go in that direction? I don't know if it's a good idea trying to ignore the enemies or not. Ooh, nice.
Today is a lucky day.
Oh, you're actually still gonna do this? Okay.
Nice and spicy.
Bye. Oh, you wanted that. I came here for you.
Shine down.
If you want to fight, let's fight.
Embrace the ice.
Wait, he vanished? Oh, yeah, sure. Let's go refill the thing. And then, is there a third one? No, I don't see a third one. All right, where were we going? In that direction. Can I do this thing? Yes, I can. Ooh, yes. That's a lot of crap.
Inazuma shines eternal.
Yep, that's not really... I mean, sure, that works. And I have this. That should take care of it. There's still one?
Race you.
God dang it. Well, what am I gonna do with you? Well, that's what I'm gonna do with you.
I
Alright,
should treasure
cool.
this good fortune.
Ooh, hello. Let's grab everything. We're almost there. I definitely feel like I took the long route. But that's okay. We got
I
there in the
imagine
end.
you must have encountered more than a few conundrums during your travels.
Maybe.
I'd like to observe your intelligence by means of a practical test of your capabilities, much as we did for the physical test.
No problem.
I'd like you to explore these ruins and return with your findings. There are 2 puzzles located at the far ends of the ruins. After completion, you should be able to activate the mechanism in the center. As with the physical test, there are no restrictions. Everything you do is an action I wish to observe.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
Remember that this is a test of intellect. So should you get lucky in any way, that won't be factored in as part of the test. So, let's see you in action. Start wherever you like.
Solve puzzles. Okay.
It's a complex environment, so proceed with caution.
Well, that's just going around. Okay, but what do I do with that information? Okay, so that's puzzle number 1. In here we have 2 of these.
These are a common sight in the mountains. Returning them to their rightful places is up to you.
Oh, yes. Okay. How about this side? There we go. Can we climb? No. Can we... Wait. Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, I know. I'm going. Ooh, there's one in there as well. Well, let's start with that one. Are there more of these here? There's one in there. So this one has something to do with that thing. What about this thing over here? Hi. Let's move. Let's see where you want to go. Okay. You want to go there? Okay. Oh. Oh, hello. Hi. Fire. That one and... Whoa, where did it go? There we go. Where is the dude? Here we go. You're not gonna react to that.
Illusion shattered.
There we go. Alright. Alright. You came there. Perfect. However, how are we gonna get to... Let's try gliding this time. There we go. Nyeh. Oh. I was able to get there somehow, though. Was it from this side? Yeah. From that side I can get there. Yeah.
There is no escape.
Can't really do much here. See, I need someone who can do continuous fire stuff. That's not enough. Alright. We're gonna go near fire. We're gonna fight this on my turf. Hi! Get in here.
Let the show be.
Alright. See, there we go. Alright, so. Now, where did that little cutie go? Oh, there you are. Should we move more? Oh, there. Okay. Here we go. And there we go. Yay! This challenge is complete. Okay. Then we have this other side, which has 2 of these. So, what if we move them both at the same time? Is that gonna work? What if we do it the other way around? Doesn't matter. Huh.
It should now be possible to activate the central mechanism.
That
Exactly
made
what will
absolutely
happen
no
when you do
sense.
is something I'm looking forward to finding out.
Hey, explaining things is Paimon's job.
Since when? Activate.
Oh, seems that the water level has suddenly decreased. We should be able to... What's this?
Unfamiliar patterns. I feel like I've seen these before.
To the best of my knowledge, these belong to a script of some kind. They can be found all over Teyvat, but they've never given up their secrets. There's still a lot to learn about them. And as for why they should ever have come to rest here, a true mystery. Let me make a copy first. I'll make time to go over them in greater detail after our research.
Another thing for the don't understand list. Unsolvable mystery this, weird experiment that. It'd be nice to get some cool results for once. Seems like if you want the reward, you gotta pay the price.
I've truly gained a lot from all this. Comparatively, the little reward I can offer is too small to mention. Let me return to the campsite first. By the time you get back, I may just have a fleeting miracle for you to witness.
See you soon.
Paimon's kinda looking forward to seeing the result of all this brain ache. Unless you can think of anything better to do, let's head back to the campsite.
Not so fast. You're not leaving until I'm convinced that nothing dangerous is going on here.
You didn't leave the mountain?
I most certainly did not. And I've witnessed everything that you and Albedo have been up to. I must say, you let your guards down. Or maybe you were drawn in by his compelling-sounding hypothesis and friendly demeanor.
What do you mean?
Taking orders from a complete stranger, drinking anonymous potions, participating in all kinds of strange experiments.
Yeah, we're smart.
I'd sooner believe you were tricked than that you would be so naive. Or perhaps you were colluding from the beginning.
Sister Rosaria's guard's so high, she can't even see over the top of it.
I was just helping him with his research. I don't think he's a bad person.
It doesn't matter what you think. He could be a saint for all you know. But I understand him a little better than you, Outlander. I'm only concerned with one thing. Whether his alchemy has transformed you into something more sinister.
No way! Paimon would have sensed it. And anyway, he didn't even use any alchemy.
With an alchemist of his level, you wouldn't sense a thing. In any case, I'm not about to let a potential threat back into Mondstadt.
So, what are you gonna do?
You came here to be sure, so you must have your ways of assuring yourself.
I've got to hand it to you. You have your moments. If I can be sure that nothing you came into contact with is dangerous, that's good enough for me. I've investigated everything else. The only items left on the agenda are these symbols.
But we don't even know what they mean.
That much is true. Not to mention, seems like there's nothing more to them. But for insurance purposes, I'd better make a copy. This is now a location of interest. Regular patrols should be set up here. Now then, all things considered, I deem that you pose no immediate threat.
No shit.
Which is what I was hoping. I would have been one very unhappy sister if you'd made me work overtime on your account.
Overtime?
Before we go our separate ways, Outlander, a word of advice. Don't be so quick to trust Albedo, and don't repeat the same mistakes that you did this time. You made a lot of rash decisions today.
She's gone! So stubborn. Mondstadt doesn't have many people like that.
Maybe she's just sensitive.
Huh. Never mind her. Let's go see Albedo.
Okay. Conclusions. Let's see. Conclusions. You are a human.
You're back. Good timing. I've just about reached the conclusion. You took quite a while. Did you get held up on the way back?
Quite literally by a sister, no less.
I wouldn't worry. She's just doing her job. Time for the results. We got a myriad of data today, and it was very difficult to finish all the research in one go. But the integral preliminary conclusion that I can offer you is you're very much like a human from this world.
I was joking. Are you kidding me? I was joking. That's it.
You couldn't tell that just by looking? We spent all day working our butts off for that?
Please, I understand that this may have seemed self-evident to you, but in fact, nothing in this world should be taken for granted. Have you ever considered that the world of Teyvat may have a natural hostility to Outlanders?
Perhaps.
I mentioned the natural laws of this world. You're able to converse with me here without consequence, and nothing seems amiss. But it's arguably a small miracle. The only other life form that, like you, has come here from afar is the seed that I mentioned. Under the effects of Teyvat's natural laws, it isn't even able to sprout, let alone bloom. But after I observed you, I had another idea. Imitating you helped to inspire my alchemy. And so...
Whoa! It looks like something's appearing!
Beautiful.
the transition from nothing into something, from shoot to stem, and now to fruition. Is not nurturing otherworldly life also nurturing the world itself?
Aww.
It was so beautiful. Short-lived, beautiful.
It would seem that that's as far as we go. A transient bloom of incomparable beauty. Life's proudest achievement.
Paimon thought with all our efforts, It might have bloomed forever, and it didn't even have any fruit.
No cooking.
Life is a manifold tapestry of free entities. Its value shouldn't derive from how long it stays with us. Even a momentary burst is precious. A short life can be well lived. A life lived efficiently, lived to perfection, is necessarily one unburdened by loneliness. So, do you understand what I meant about us conversing here arguably being a small miracle?
Well, I haven't withered just yet. I wonder how my brother is.
Things feel a little heavy right now. Don't be sad. You've got Paimon to look after you.
I feel safe.
Albedo, Paimon really wants to be your friend.
Thank you both. Even if dispelling loneliness is not essential for life, it certainly doesn't hurt. Your help inspired me to discover the means to make a flower bloom.
So I'm a helpful specimen.
I mean that the time I've spent traveling with you in the mountains was a valuable journey for me. In the future, if the need arises, can I solicit your help again?
Sure, even if you just want some company, find me anytime.
Well, glad I can count on you. I made a point throughout of telling her how ordinary the results were. But what was that sediment I saw forming at the bottom of the vial? It should not have been there. What could it mean? Those born of Earth are bound by its imperfections, but those born of chalk are free of impurities. You and I are alike, both composed of a substance that has yet to be fully defined. If, one day, I lose control, destroy Mondstadt, destroy everything, can I rely on you to stop me?
Albedo, you're scaring me. We did it! We are getting the heck out of here. Let's go here. Alright. Healing. Flowers. Alright. What do we have next? We have Hu Tao next. And then we have the dancer. And then the pink hair. Oh my god, we have so many good ones to go. Ah! Alright. But anyways, before we end, I'm gonna do one quick thing though. Before I forget. I do not want to forget. So, we're gonna go to Mondstadt. Yo.
Ad Astra.
Yeah, you too.
Thank you for
Thank you. And there's also this. Yes. Thank you. Alright. And that is gonna be it for today. I really liked that story quest. That was fun. It was so different from the other ones that we've done so far, and yeah, the end result being, I think you're human. That was funny. Alright, next up I think we're gonna do Hu Tao. I will reserve the right to change my mind, but that's kind of what I'm assuming next time will be.
I only wish life could be
No. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, consider subscribing, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!